Namaste, everyone. This is Ariella Halevi, Master Healer at Soul Centered. And let's talk today about Mother Nature, right? You've probably heard all the tips and tools to ground yourself, to get to feel better, to feel more connected in Mother Nature, in the earth. But today I want to talk to you about this really important topic called nature questing. And anybody can do it. And it is a beautiful, beautiful way to leave the comfort of your own home and settle into the earth, because right now we are at a consciousness level where the way that we're living is very intense, right? The energy that we are all carrying is very intense, and we need a place to put it. And our earth is suffering, people are suffering. There's been so much upheaval in the last 2 years and longer. And this is a time when we need to join with Mother Earth, or you can call it Mother Nature, or just being outdoors. We need to join with the energy of the environment of the earth in order to move with her, in order to be in a symbiotic relationship with her. And the beautiful thing about connecting in nature is that it truly does allow our fears, our intensities, the emotions that are running through us to almost drain out of us once we're outside and connecting. So let's dive into what nature questing is and how I do it and how I teach my clients to do it and how you can do it too in order to really, really feel more grounded. I will say that this is a really important topic because I've talked to other people about this, my clients, and I've done other videos on this, that oftentimes we want to go directly to spirit, right? And I teach all about that, how to connect your intuition, how to connect to spirit, how to really tap into the divine feminine, which is spirit. The challenge is this: if we keep ascending and we keep feeling like we want to go up, right? Connect with the angels, connect with the ascended masters. The challenge is that a lot of us, myself included, until I learned how, we're not grounded. So our bodies, our souls are connecting with these amazing beings and we feel so alive. And the challenge is that a lot of us have left our bodies in order to do that. And what we leave behind because we have this desire to ascend, to move forward, but what we're leaving behind is a body that has been here on this earth for 30 years, 40 years, 50, 60, 70 years. And the body's like, wait a second, I'm not ready. Like, I'm not with you in all this ascension stuff. I'm dealing with real life stuff here. I'm a body. I have a physical need to be grounded, or I get scared. And so in a spiritual practice, we really need the balance of body and soul, connection, tethering to spirit above, and anchoring into Mother Earth below. And so part of what I call nature questing is to really remember to take our bodies with us. Now, for some of you, your body has been a place of war. For some of you, you haven't liked your body. Your body has illness. You have a lot of grief that's stored in your body. Majority of us have emotions that we don't know how to move through. And when we don't know how to move through traumas, emotions, stuff of everyday life, competitiveness, jealousy, anger, greed, etc., what happens is that it gets stored. It's all stored. Where do you think it goes? It doesn't go into the ethers. It goes right into the body. Something that I like to start with when I do this practice is to lead people in an exploration of their body. And I do it every morning with myself. You start at the toes and you go all the way up and you ask your body parts how they feel. It's very simple. Are you grounded? Yes. Okay, go to the next part. How do you feel? And, usually you'll find a spot in your body where it starts talking to you. And it's a practice. It may sound kind of strange, but your emotions are like little hidden children. They're little children from your early years. They may be your younger you from 10 years ago. It may be you pre-COVID, whatever it is, that all that stuff is stored in here and they just want an opportunity to talk to you. So part of like kind of step one of nature questing, we're going to get outdoors in a second, but step one is to really center yourself in your body and understand that the soul is eternal. The soul wants to dive in and connect and ascend, and it's beautiful and great because I love when it happens. But I know that when the body doesn't join the soul, there's a disconnection. Some people call it spiritual bypassing, right? I call it being very blocked and feeling a little bit ungrounded. And sometimes you can always almost get dizzy. And so really step one is grounding the body by asking it how it feels. And then listening to what you get. What are the answers you get? And what does it need? Asking your body parts, like different parts of your body, what do you need and what do you want? Those are the two main questions. The next step of nature questing is to get outdoors. It can be in your backyard. You can live in the middle of New York City and go outside. You can find little patches, small patches of grass, small patches of dirt. If you live in an area with a backyard, you can go in a backyard. You can take a walk. It really doesn't matter as long as at some point, you connect to the ground. Asphalt, you can't really connect to, it doesn't penetrate into the earth, but you, even in concrete, if you took off your shoes just for 5 minutes and really just let your feet settle into the earth, yes, it's better to be grounded in the earth. So if you have a little patch of grass, a little patch of dirt, taking your shoes off, grounding, spending 5 minutes outdoors, it's getting warmer for most of us. We have time now to maybe just spend a few minutes outdoors to really start grounding into the earth. So that's kind of step one. You can start exercising outdoors. You can walk the dog outdoors. What I like to do is create a mindful practice outdoors. And so part of this, like step two, step three, is to create, while you're walking or while you're sitting, create a little meditative, mindful practice that allows you to then check in with your body or take a few deep breaths. I love Wim Hof breathing. I do it often. I have my clients do it, but any breathing exercise that works for you. A lot of times I'll have my clients while they're walking to just be mindful and quiet without any music, without anything in their ears, and just practice your breath. And often, sometimes they'll find that they can hear that still small voice within. They can feel more grounded. Sometimes you can't even explain it. You just don't feel as anxious. You just like all that junk kind of goes away. The next step into this is to bring yourself outdoors. It can be it can be at the beach. It can be in the forest. It can be on a trail. It can be like, I have a big park area. You don't want to be around a lot of people, but if it's during the day, it's okay, like to just sit and be. So for those that are big hikers or really want to do this on a deeper level, that will come in a next video. But let's start small and take yourself outside for about an hour. Like try an hour. Some people try 3 hours. Some people do 4 hours. Some people do half hour. And all you need to do is bring a journal and water and maybe a blanket, and that's it. And what you do is just sit and just allow yourself to soak up the sunshine, maybe bring some sunscreen. This is simple, easy, and extremely difficult and challenging if you're not used to being alone by yourself. This is always also an invitation to start listening to that divine feminine voice within, to start connecting. This is an accelerated healing path by simply sitting outdoors. Now, again, in another video way down the line, I'll describe what it means to go into nature, go out by yourself. Some brave souls that I do some work with, they go out into the nighttime and they spend the night in the middle of the woods by themselves. Right? So that doesn't have to be you. We can go in different phases, but the invitation is to get outdoors in your comfort level and to just be. Again, it can be a walking meditation. I love the idea of walking and then stopping and sitting. And for as long as you can, as long as feels good, to just sit and to be and let whatever arises come up and start that practice of talking to your body, letting your body speak. In no time, you will start connecting with your body, grounding into the environment, into the earth, and connecting and anchoring and tethering to spirit. So I'd love to hear your ideas of what it feels like to be in nature for you and how you connect so we can learn from each other. To be continued, because we'll talk more about nature questing and what it means for you and the accelerated healing that it provides. Namaste.